Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jillian and today we're going to talk about our family's 5 favorite screen-free activities. I recently posted a video about my 5 best tips to help encourage increased independent playtime in your home with your kids, and my last tip was to do a screen time audit. So I thought, what better way to kind of elaborate and take it a step further than to talk about screen time in our own home and what we like to do instead when we do screen time detoxes. I do want to give you a little background just so you know where we're at. My husband and I have a 4-year-old son and a 1.5-year-old daughter. Our daughter does not really get screen time yet. Occasionally she'll be with us for a portion of a family movie or something like that, but she's never had access to a handheld screen device. Our son, who is 4, gets screen time throughout the week. So in different seasons, his screen time limits change actually quite frequently. In some seasons, we let him watch a show a day. When I was postpartum with my daughter, he watched a whole lot more than a show a day. Because we just kind of used it as a survival tactic. But right now the sweet spot is to let my son watch a show a couple times throughout the week. But like I said, there are definitely weeks where he watches more than others. And then there are weeks where we do screen detoxes. So that's what I want to talk about today. What is a screen detox? For us, a screen detox looks like a set amount of time, usually 3 to 4 days up to a week, maybe plus, just depending on what's going on, where my son does not watch any TV. Just for the purpose of letting him kind of recenter and regroup. And then also for my husband and I to make sure that time that we allow him to be on a screen is appropriate and feels good and feels really healthy for all of us. I wanted to share, in case you are in a similar boat, some of our favorite activities to do that my son really gravitates towards instead of that screen time during a screen detox. Number 1, our family's doing the 1,000 hours outside challenge. 1,000 hours outside is like a movement that was started by the people who created 1,000 hours outside. I'm blanking on their names, but here's their Instagram. They have a podcast and resources. I mean, they're really, really cool. So we made a goal last year in 2022 to spend 1,000 hours outside. And while we didn't hit 1,000 hours, we spent so much more time outside than we usually would. And it really was a culture changer in our family. It just made us make being outside a priority. And so that really helped. We're doing it this year and our goal is to beat our last year's total. Number 2 is painting, or you could sub this for like any messy activity that makes you like slightly uncomfortable, but you know your kids love it so much. For me, that's painting. We try to get our kids painting or doing some type of art like that aside from just coloring. Obviously can get messy at times, and so we try to just prepare for that. A huge tip here is to get your kids painting outside, because at least for me, that helps me so much to just kind of take a chill pill, because I'm a lot less worried what they're gonna get paint on outside than I am inside. Next up is the Yodo speaker. So this is actually the mini. They do have a bigger version with more features and options. There is a kids radio station that you can play on here. And then we have this little case that keeps all of our kids' Yodo cards of Pixar, 5-Minute Marvel stories. He got this at Christmas, so he has a lot of Christmas themed cards in here. They also have make your own cards. So if you don't have a Yodo or something similar, there are so many free podcasts, I'm sure YouTube videos and things like that your kids can listen to. Number 4 on the list is the Nugget. I bought it when my son was 18 months old. He's now 4. It is very rare that a day goes by that it is not used. We keep it in our playroom, just in the couch formation, but if you look on Pinterest, there are so many ways that you can set up a Nugget. If you don't have a Nugget, you're probably like, isn't it just glorified cushions? Yes. If you don't have a Nugget, use the cushions you have. Just let your kids climb and jump and play and be wild and crazy, and I'm sure that they will have an absolute blast. The last thing on the list is, if you are ready to do a screen time detox and you need to buy yourself some time that your kids might usually be using a screen, go to the dollar store and grab some craft supplies that they don't usually have. Pipe cleaners and googly eyes are some of my son's favorite, but they have so many craft supplies at the dollar store. It could be really fun to take your kids to the dollar store and let them each pick out a couple of things from the craft section that they want to use. Those are our 5 favorite activities that are screen-free. I know they're super basic and they're really straightforward, but they have bought us so much time. Well, please leave a comment below with your favorite screen-free activities. I would love to add them to our list here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.